Well, hello there, friends. Oh, Picnic Man is back. Hello there, friends, on this lovely, gray, overcast, chilly end of the world, September 23rd, 2017. It's maybe about 2 o'clock. Oh, shit. So I'm probably going to talk about some stuff that I definitely talked about on the stream. But I figure, I realize, and maybe some other stuff too, but, sort of realize that not everybody necessarily wants to watch a 3.5 hour stream of video games or whatever. So, yeah, well, not everybody necessarily want to watch like 20-minute video too. So, hey, however long this turns out, at least it'll be a little bit better than, if you don't want to watch 3.5 hours, you can get a more bite-sized Georgie boy. But yeah, it is. I think the next few days are supposed to be more chilly, and I think it's supposed to rain. Chilly? Supposed to rain and then pick up again a little bit, but yeah, what is it? Yesterday was officially the first day of fall, and yeah, you definitely today it's a very drastic drop in temperature. I think it's been like mostly in the 80s and stuff like that, but with not a whole lot of clouds. So if you spend time outside, it was just like, God, it's freaking hot. So they've been turning off the AC units in a lot of places too. So sort of that transition between it still being hot and cold. So there was some time where it's just like still hot out, but they've turned off the AC stuff. So it's like, oh shit, man, it is hot inside the house. Well, goo, you need to spend more time outside. So, but yeah, first world problems. There's people who don't have any C. You have an AC, huh? But yeah, it's sort of that transition when they turn that off. So it's really, really warm inside the house, and just even still outside, if you're sort of in direct sunlight without shade, it's just like, oh shit, it's hot. But yeah, and then pretty much overnight, I think it's like in the low 50s or something today. Everybody, it's one of those where it drops so fast, and so far down, that you're just like, oh shit, you kind of feels like your energy levels drop. If any of you have that, just your energy levels drop. You don't want to like come out from under your covers and, yeah, well, that's normal for you. Hey man, it's not depression though. It's the just like, oh shit, you don't want to leave that little warm cocoon. Just want to sit inside the house eating soup or something and under the covers, watching something on your tablet. Must conserve energy, right? Whatever. So, but yeah, I was like, well, I'm off the weekend, and so, well, maybe I kind of stopped doing it, but since I had that, I saw those honeys that I approached, maybe I'll do some more driving around. But yeah, I'm gonna probably pack it up and go home and make some food, because it's, there's just generally driving around, there's not really as many people out. Seems like most everybody is inside stores, though. I did go into one place and it was absolutely packed to the gills, or the brim. Every aisle, something just has so many people that there's literally no way you can get through. That it's just like it's a little too much at some point, where it's like, all right, well, whatever their checkout, whatever line too is like wrapped out through the inside the store too, is like, okay, this this may be a little too packed. And I kind of walked around a little. It was like, this is kind of dumb, man. Yeah, when you got that, if you call it flatlining or whatever, or maybe it's just, I don't know, folks. I guess I should say this is day 8 of NOFAP. Day 8 of NOFAP, still going strong. Honestly, pretty easy. I don't know why this time. Just having no desires to fap really at all. And it's just the like, oh, is that me? Have you been approaching women every day? Have you this or that? Honestly, no. It's just that energy kind of just wobbles between moments where you're like, God damn, it seems to all depend on you seeing somebody that really strikes your fancy. But even then, it's just like, if you don't have sort of that mood, it's hard to describe. You just sort of don't care. Like today, it's like, oh man, just with the temperature change and stuff like that, I'm like, man, I kind of don't really care. But yeah, and the other thing too is pretty much every girl that I saw since that video that really interested me, honestly, it was all at work. So especially Friday, it was pretty bad. It's like, swear to God, they're all okay. Looked like that guy was carrying a shield or something. Like, okay, looks like a small table just from the side. So yeah, it's Friday especially was pretty bad. It's just like, oh, swear to God, like every other one seems to have they're all wearing yoga pants and form-fitting jeans, and they seem to all have giant buttocks, small waist, big titties. God, oh Lord, why must you do this to me? And at work too. So, and yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, are you driving around again? Blah, blah. Like, oh, this is kind of, man, this is not really the way to do it. This just kind of feels dumb. If you were actually that interested, you'd have to go somewhere where you kind of knew that women probably were, not just go to random ass places and like hope somebody who just tickles your fancy is there. What else is? So yeah, there just wasn't. Oh, and for any of you who, in case you didn't get the memo, somebody said, oh, did you approach some underage girl and her mother in that video? Like, no. Fucking the daughter looked like she was probably in her early 20s, and the mom looked like she was probably in her late 30s or early 40s with no wedding ring. So that's why it was very confusing of like, oh, are they friends? Is that mom and daughter? Like, it was, that line between them was it looked very close. So that's why I was like, of course I'm not going to fucking approach some, preteen girl and her mom. Like, no, that's why it was more like, oh shit, man. And yeah, like I've sort of said in the stream and stuff like that, the mom looked way better than the daughter. Like I said, the mom did not really look that quote-unquote old, but who cares? No need to endlessly rethink this one little situation. But yeah, folks, I really don't know what it is. It's just both my interest and like wanting to approach, and just like that confidence too, is like, I wonder if it's starting to rain. I think I'm seeing a little bit of droplets. But yeah, it's like you have these moments where I feel like I can work. Oh yeah, you're like in a place and suddenly you go approach a couple women, right? And other moments where you're just like, you feel completely deflated. It's this very inconsistent thing where it just feels like, oh no, there's no way, I can't do it at all. And other days it's just something gets into you that you got to go for it. Maybe if the hip to waist ratio is better, maybe there's more confidence. I don't know, something about your internal genes really pushing you to like, oh, you must reproduce. That it pushes you to have more confidence. I don't really know. And of course, folks, with the weather getting colder, all the honeys are gonna go into hibernation. Feels like it's every time the weather drops. Maybe it's because they start wearing more clothes and you kind of don't notice them as much. But I don't think that's really even the case. It really does feel like when summer rolls around and the warm temperature, like out of nowhere, all these, feels like you start seeing these attractive women of breeding age all over the place, right? And then the weather sort of cools down and it's like, oh, where the fuck did they all go? Oh, look at that, folks. Looks like we're getting a little bit of rain, so if we do that Silent Hill 2 stream tonight, have a little rain maybe in the background, so we shall see. I don't know what it is. It's just that very inconsistent desire to want to approach, and very inconsistent courage too, where like feels like one moment you have a whole bunch of it and the next is like, man, and yeah, this is kind of dumb. Just, let me go to some store or something and see if there's any hot girls there. But then again, you have moments of like, you do see somebody, but it's not very, it must be other ways, right? I should create an online thing or try Tinder, which I haven't in years. Who knows? But anyway, so this is some of the stuff that, I sort of touched upon in the stream. So that one day after I approached the two women, it was pretty crazy, folks. Swear to God, I saw nothing but couples everywhere. Because I drove around to a couple of other places and just kind of in general driving about, you'll see like this girl with the nice, of course, walking hand in hand with some dude. It's like out of nowhere. As if the universe is taunting and laughing at you, like, oh, look at what you don't have, fat man. Yeah, they're walking hand in hand, together. You're walking hand in hand with a drumstick, motherfucker, right? You're walking hand in hand with a chicken wing. So, yeah, that was rather interesting. Out of nowhere, it seems like after that is just everywhere. You go to a store and you see like the couples, they're holding hands, or like he's got the arm around her and stuff like that, and you're just like, Sorry, I can't really do any voice right now. I did come across Coffee Girl again. Ironically, in a parking lot. I think she was doing some shopping or something nearby. Must have seen me pulled up and waved, and we chatted a little, and she said, oh, hey, I'm still down to hang out, and something like that. And yeah, so she started telling me sort of about what's been going on with her, blah, 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 and said she might have been considering moving in with the parents to do some like online degree to save money on that by not paying rent or so. But she sort of said she was dreading that. The only problem was because apparently her dad is a conservative and loves to watch Fox News, and she's like, well, and I'm the opposite. I'm a big time liberal. And I just, in the back of my head, it was like, oh yeah, well, not so sure about, I was already like, well, feel feel like I want to like this girl, but just something, it's hard to describe. Maybe this was it. Maybe this was it that I didn't know about until now. Just sort of hard to describe about a person. I mean, she seems like a nice girl and all that, but just, I wasn't liking her as much as I wanted to. That's the way I think I described it. And so, it's like, well, at the end of the day, like, if you're just not into somebody that much, just sort of let it go. No need to force something that's not there. And sort of when she said that, I was just sort of like, well, now I'm sort of even less interested, to be honest. Like, yeah, it's alright. I already have to do enough of this, putting on a straight face and not saying anything, because I work with a bunch of shit libs basically at work. So I don't talk about politics, anything like that. I'm for as dumb as I am, whatever, I'm at least smart enough to be like, alright, just some stuff, just leave it, whatever. But a number of people I work with do not do the same thing, and they've since Trump's election, they've definitely, you've definitely walked into more than a number of different conversations, or just on the little chat app that we use sometimes to stay in touch. That way, if people are at different places, just a quicker way to, hey, question about this or this. And so, but yeah, it's just like, oh, yep. Well, sure, yeah, you guys say all of what you're saying, but, if I even dared to say what I think about stuff, I'm sure it would not go so well for me. So it's one of those, like, I don't need another person who, I don't know, folks. Just when she said that, it was one of those things where it's already sort of like, just like blunk, like, no, that's all right. I'm not so sure I'm going to contact her again to but yeah, NOFAP is going well, but you kind of need more. You need to start, like some of the cooking where you roll in different ingredients into it. You started with the, NOFAP is basically a base, a platform for, I think, for you to roll other things into. Oh, croissants. Oh, a rolling dough. You always thinking about food. Yeah, I'd like to roll in some ham, some bacon, right? I bet that's what you want to roll in there, Georgie boy. But yeah, I think it's not enough to just do NOFAP. Maybe at first that's what it is, but I think then you have to start rolling in some other habits too that need changing. So, yeah, folks, today my freezer is full of ground beef patties that I've been buying discounted. Got a bunch of eggs in the fridge. Oh, here come what are you saying, fat man? Are you saying picnic man? You say you're gonna go on steak and egg again? Yeah, I think so. That steak and eggs, since I found a way to cook everything so it doesn't taste like shit. Apparently, if you cook the ground beef longer, it's not undercooked and tastes better. I guess I was probably not cooking it longer enough to really get the inside as well. So I think I got it figured out now. And with all the like manager's special ground beef patties I've been buying, it's really like you're getting kind of a lot of food and stuff like that for less money. And I got some kimchi, some kimchi for veggies and vitamin C, fiber, whatever. And since I think it's basically what, like cabbage, I've read that cabbage like takes out some of the estrogen in the body, so it helps do that, or blocks some of the estrogen in the body. So boy, do I need that. With these, these man boobs have gotten too big, so they need to be reduced. No. To the chagrin of some of you, I'm sure. What am I gonna look at now, huh? So that plus no alcohol, folks. As fun as it is to get drunk and all that, and just kind of going down a bad route again of, you stream and you drink a whole bunch of beer and whatever. It's like, yeah, it's a shitty habit I gotta knock off, folks. So it's a shitty habit I have to knock off. I have to, it's funny, I used to drink sweets long ago. Lots and lots. Oh, God, that's, boy, that is, there's a ebony queen right there, if, no, that's, the fuck was that? Oh, God. Yeah, no, she's a little too large, she's thick with, maybe 5 C's in there, not 2 C's, so, oh, yeah, well, you're fat too, yeah. Quit body shaming, huh? What if her soul is good, huh? But, yeah, folks, the NOFAP is going well. See, Chris, I gotta thank producer Chris for the inspiration. I don't know what it is, just sort of inspired me and got something in here that made it really stick even from day one. And it really, I don't know why, just this time it's much easier. Even though he failed. I don't know if he's gonna pick it up again. Didn't sound like it, but somebody must carry the torch. Even though it's not a war between me and him now, it's a war against myself. But it's pretty easy at this point. But yeah, it's time to start folding in something else to the ingredient. So I think, even though, yeah, you already said that before. I have to cut out the drinking, folks. I've got to cut out the fucking drinking. Plus, get this diet shit in check. I mean, if I can hold off from fapping, surely I can start holding off from doing other things too, right, folks? But I was sort of saying it with the alcohol is I used to eat sweets all the time and never really drank, and then I stopped. I think once I sort of discovered, not discovered alcohol, but like, oh shit, there's like Mike's Hard Lemonade and this and that replaced the sweets. So I stopped drinking the sweet or eating the sweets and started with like the drinking. So I know I can do it, folks. I know I can do it. It just starts off with day one day at a time. One day at a time. And on that note, we're probably going to end the video off. So I might drive around a little bit more. I feel like I warmed up a little bit. Talking on camera. Get some stuff out there. And go home, make my ground beef patty, eggs, kimchi, and we'll do a Silent Hill 2 stream later tonight. Hopefully it all goes well. So, alright folks, let's do it. Let's do it. NoFap Day 8 continues strong. And it's time to start adding in other things to the mix, to the ingredient, to the recipe of your new life.